Let's go. Okay, so now we are going to talk about another very unique Aran Craft piece. This is the 100% merino wool open front vest. What color am I going to wear? The green, Jill's wearing the green, so then I guess I'll wear the navy. Open front vest with pockets. And this one also has that cable knit stitching. It's a great layering piece. It is so stylish. It is so comfortable. And it is such a great price. We're saving almost $61, free shipping and handling. Double extra small through double extra large. Check this out. I love a vest. I was not always a vest lover until, honestly, this year. I got myself a few vests because I found the love of wearing a vest because you're getting all the warmth that you need, but you don't feel overwhelmed by a big jacket, right? And this one is really great because it has a great length to it, 30 inches through 33.5 inches, so you have great coverage. And it also just gives the outfit a little bit more drama and coolness. So I put on the navy. This here is what Jill had on in the video. This is cedar green. And we also have the peanut, very limited. Okay, only small and extra large in this peanut color, in this like beautiful taupe color. So if you love this, give us a call, 800-500-7590. Okay, Barry's back in the show. Barry, you're gonna be my co-host for the whole entire, we have an hour left together. Love a nice dramatic, thank you. The nice, dramatic, comfortable vest.
Yeah, I think that the wonderful thing about a vest is like you said there, it's that flexibility. You don't feel like you're being overwhelmed by something. Depending on what part of the country you're in, you're not going to get that very harsh winter like you can in certain parts. Like I know it can get quite cold in Pennsylvania, but this is the thing that this is your transitional piece. This is something you keep in the car if you're going to like football games or something like that. Or if you're just going out for a stroll, if you need to walk the dog, this is something you can just throw on. It gives you that extra bit. It's a wonderful length. It gives you a coverage where you want it. It has side slits to make it easy getting in and out of your car, and it has wonderful functional pockets and of course these beautiful patterns as well. And I think that color you were talking about, peanut, was the color that we were talking about in the jacquard earlier on. It's such a wonderful color. It's one of my favorite browns. It's got such kind of a depth to it. It's not like a solid color. It's what we call a melange yarn, which means if you really close in on, there's actually very, very multiple colors kind of very finely blended together to give it that beautiful, natural, earthy color.
I love these neutrals. I love the neutral tones because truly it's going to match back. I mean, all the colors are going to match back to everything because even the cedar green is such a rich, deep green. Look at this, how gorgeous. Does this also have ups and downs, or is this all solid?
The cedar is a solid, but like you said, it is such a rich, deep green. And we only developed that in the last 18 months or so. But it's just that wonderful. It's what we would say would be almost like a holly Christmas green.
Yes, correct, exactly. And then again, all of the different stitches of the cable knits.
I know that this one is a beautiful example of some of the things that we can do, like the kind of the crosshatch pattern on the left and right there. This was to represent the fields that you can see if you're ever flying over the Aran Islands. The land was so bad there that farmers used to have to pick all the stones out so that they could get enough soil there to grow their crops. But what they had to do something with all those stones then, so they built hundreds and thousands of these stone walls. And as you look at the islands from above, it's all these tiny little crisscross of stone walls, and this is supposed to harken back to that image. And then, of course, on either side of that, you've got the wonderful fishermen's cables, which we all know was to represent the tools of the fishermen, like the ropes that they used to pull their nets in. And then down the center is this beautiful braiding, and really the braids always kind of represent different aspects of your life and how, like, no man is an island in many ways. They're part of a community, they're part of their faith, they're part of their family, they're part of the people that they work with, and how everything connects to really represent your life.
That's beautiful. That is so, so special. Now, I had to try on this cedar because it truly is an incredible green color. Also, I would treat this as a full-on neutral, right? Because obviously we have the navy, which is the denim friendly, all you want. This is a true neutral taupey color, but you know, we're almost sold out of this one. But the green also, the cedar green, this holly green, like you said, you really can treat this. Like, look how beautiful, even over this tan color t-shirt that I'm wearing. It's such a great way to add some color, but without really, you know, going over the top. Right, without overpowering anything.
Well, I think when I started with the company, like the neutral that you had was the natural white, but really there's so many other colors. We've all developed our tastes more that so many colors can be a neutral. That your light grays can be a neutral. Your light browns, like anything that doesn't overpower the look that you're going for can really be seen as a neutral these days.
Okay, so look at the coverage here. It's wonderful. The length is not only for the comfort, but like I said, also for the fashion. That it makes anything that you're wearing a little bit, you know, more elevated, a little bit more dramatic. Now, I have to update you. So navy, did you tell me, Chance? Fewer than 100 in this gorgeous navy. Okay, peanut has sold out. Okay, so Anthony, thank you. And then we still do have the cedar. Now let's go deep into the navy. This is also a solid.
It is indeed. And just actually one of the wonderful things about this, often when you have something open front, there can be a problem where it can kind of curl a little bit. But if you look behind the placket, there's a separate entire layer of fabric that we've doubled up on there. So you see that moss pattern that we have in the back. That's quite a secure structure. And really what that does, it means when you put it on, you can just throw it on, and that pattern, that lovely thick cable, will actually sit flat all the time because of that.
You're right. It gives it a little bit extra heft, so it stays in place. That is so smart. Right. It literally, so it's because it's like double two pieces so together, so it gives it a little bit more heft right here. So no matter what I do, how I move, it's always going to stay center. That's a great point. And we don't need to button it.
I think the wonderful thing about this one as well, because if you're wondering about sizing on this, the merino wool, once you put it on, it reacts to your body temperature a little bit, so you can size up and size down a little bit with this style, because it has, with the open front and the wool and the side slits, it's very forgiving, and because of the sheer amount of merino wool in it, it will always drape correctly, especially with that extra layer along the placket.
Fantastic. Saving almost $61. We sold out of the peanut. We have that cedar, and we also have the navy for you. Double extra small through double extra large. I have it on in the, Anthony, tell me. Small, I think. Extra small. Okay. Barry, we'll see you in a moment. Thank you.
See you in a bit.